Then Jacob took fresh rods, a poplar and almond, and plain and peel white streaks in them, exposing the white of the rods. He set the rods that he had peeled in front of the flocks, and the truths, that is the water, in places where the flocks came to drink. And since they bred when they came to drink, the flocks bred in front of the flocks, and so the flocks produced young that was stretched, speckled, and spotted. Jacob separated the lambs and set the faces of the flocks to the stripe, and the completely black animals in the flock of Laban, and he put his own droves apart and did not put them with Laban's flock. Whenever the stronger of the flock were breeding, Jacob laid the rods in the troughs before the eyes of the flock, that they might breed among the rods, but the feebler of the flock he did not lay them there, so the feebler were Laban's and the stronger Jacob's. Thus the man grew exceedingly rich and had large flocks and male and female slaves and camels and donkeys. Now Jacob heard that the sons of Laban were saying, Jacob has taken all that was our father's, he has gained all this wealth from what belonged to our father. And Jacob saw that Laban did not regard him as favorably as he did before. Then the Lord said to Jacob, return to the land of your ancestors and to your kindred, and I will be with you. So Jacob sent and called Rachel and Leah into the field where his flock was, and said to them, I see that your father does not regard me as favorably as he did before, but the God of my father has been with me. You know that I have served your father with all my strength, yet your father has cheated me and changed my wages 10 times, but God did not permit them to harm me. If he said the speckle shall be your wages, then all the flock bore speckled, and if he said the stripe shall be your wages, then all the flock bore striped. Thus God has taken away the livestock of your father with given them to me. During the laying of the flock, I once had a dream in which I looked up and saw that the mare goats that leaped upon the flock were striped, speckled, and mottled. Then the angel of God said to me in the dream, Jacob, and I said, here I am. And he said, look up and see that all the goats that leap on the flock are striped, speckled, and mottled. I have seen all that Laban is doing to you. I am the God of Bethel, where you anointed a pillar and nanny and a vow to me. Now leave this land at once and return to the land of your birth. Then Rachel and Leah answered him, is there any portion or inheritance left to us in our father's house? Are we not regarded by him as foreigners? For he has sold us, and he has been using up the money given for us. All the property that God has taken away from our father belongs to us and to our children. Now then, do whatever God has said to you. So Jacob arose and set his children and his wives on camels, and he drove away all his livestock, all the property